Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the Dill Nation, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and check out the channel for new videos so my channel doesn't keep getting suppressed by YouTube. Thank you, help your boy out, and always be delicious. What's going on, everyone? It is DylanLasagna here, back with another video for you all today. And the Nintendo Switch is 4 years old today. And it's kind of crazy to believe. Just 4 years ago, the Nintendo Switch released around the world on this day. And like I said in the previous times I did a Nintendo Switch anniversary video, birthday video, whatever, I'm still happy to say that I'm glad that the Switch is my main primary gaming console. Yes, you could say, why don't you have a PS5 or an Xbox Series X or even a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One X? Well, firstly, can you game on the go with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X? No. Now, surely the Switch doesn't have the best graphics and all that, but you can have like good gameplay value out of the Switch, and that's what I prefer mostly over anything, whether it's graphics and, well, sometimes performance, depending on how a game is. But that being said, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I already talked about my thoughts on the Switch and all that over the years. I want to do something a little bit different for the Switch's 4-year anniversary. I bought a lot of games over the years for the Nintendo Switch. Most of the games that I bought were good, in my opinion, but there are also a couple of stinkers that I bought. A lot of games that I wish I didn't buy, looking back on it. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. I'm going to share the games that I bought for Switch that I thought, in my personal opinion, felt were a waste of money. Now again, this is just my personal opinion, and just please don't like attack me with like, oh, you just sucked at this game, or get good, or I just hate this game because X, Y, or Z reason. So it's just my personal opinion on why I don't like these games. If you have anything like you want to provide me, like whether it's advice on why I should give this game another try or anything like that, then certainly do so. Certainly do so. If you personally played the game, then definitely do so in the comments, and I'd like to hear it. But with that being said, with this long drawn out intro, let's get into the games that I personally thought were disappointing and I regret buying. So the first one here is Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn. Now I know it's the very first game on the list, and why Shaq Fu? Why a game based on Shaquille O'Neal's life? Well, firstly, I saw this game on an episode of Inside the NBA. I think it was like during the NBA playoffs during the 2018 season. I think that was when the game came out, and Shaquille O'Neal was promoting the game with like Ernie, Kenny, and Charles during Inside the NBA, and I don't know, I didn't think the game was gonna be good anyway, but you know, it's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's kind of funny, and you know, he has his usual shenanigans. And so I bought the physical version because if you get the physical version, you get some bonus DLC content with like a parody of Barack Obama. You'll get a couple laughs out of this game, but other than that, it's a very short game, especially if you buy the base game, like the digital one, and it gets very repetitive. The combat's very repetitive. Even on the hardest difficulty, it is hard, but again, the combat's very repetitive, and I don't know, you'll only get a couple hours of it. But if you want like more content, I guess, then I say go for the Barack Obama DLC because that's something very interesting. Next up on my list is Super Mario Party. Yeah, you're kind of wondering why Super Mario Party is even on this list of buyer's remorse. Now, the reason why I have it so like here at all, it's because like over time, like as I play more of it at family parties, I'm kind of starting to question why I even bought this game in the first place. I guess it's because, well, I mean, I know like my cousins and my other family members want to play it. But honestly, like looking at the game board and stuff, like all the mini games, it gets pretty repetitive. Like a lot of the mini games that do show up, like they appear again, like more than twice, and like some of the games that very rarely show up, like again, they very rarely show up. There's something a lot to be desired. Like I can see why people like older Mario Party games than Super Mario Party, but I like to say the only positive is I got 2 free Joy-Cons out of it. I got the bundle from Target, so I mean, at least I got 2 Joy-Cons out of it. Next on my list is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Now, normally I like new Super Mario Bros. Games, like 2D ones. I particularly liked New Super Mario Bros. 2 on the 3DS. But I don't know, something about New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe kind of turned me off a bit. Now, like, it was boring, but it was also pretty tough. Like, I don't know why. The thing that frustrated me most about how difficult it was that it was so slippery. It was very, very slippery. Every time I would move and then like move Mario or Luigi like on the platform, it's like they would start sliding off the platform like very little, and then like if I move just a little bit like and try to avoid falling off, they would still fall off and die. Like, I'm not kidding you. That's like the physics of this game is like broken. I don't get it. It pissed me off so much. So I kept dying and getting a lot of game overs, and the worst thing about it is if you get a game over, you literally have to start at the very beginning of a like whatever world you were at. So that made things even more stupid. And the worst thing about it was I used freaking Nabbit, the most easiest OP character in the game, like the easy mode in New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and I still managed to die. Is that a testament of how bad I am at video games, or is it just this game terrible? I don't know what it is. Let me know. Do I just suck at this game or what? I don't know what it is. I really don't. Next up, we got Rayman Legends Definitive Edition. I'm currently playing through this game, and I think it's an okay 2D platformer, but for all the hype it gets, like everyone's saying it's a great 2D platformer, one of the best of all time. I am not seeing it right now. I'm currently at 3 main hubs in, like, you know, once you complete a hub, you go to the next one and all that. I'm currently in the 3rd hub, like main hub world, and I don't know. I'm just not seeing like what's so exciting about it. It's like kind of like a 2D Mario game, except like, you know, your Rayman, you at least have like different platforming moves, but you can punch, kick, and with Rayman, you like there's a little bit of variety in his moveset, but other than that, you're just going after like the sprites to collect, and I don't know, I'm just not seeing like what's so interesting about Rayman's story, or why I should be invested in Rayman himself. I don't know. Let me know what you think, because I don't know. I just don't see what's good about this game right now. I'm trying my best to get into Rayman Legends. I don't know. Maybe it's just not the right Rayman game for someone trying to get into the Rayman series. So I don't know. I'm currently finding Rayman Legends to be a big buyer's regret. Next up, we got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Tokyo Games. This one is probably like at the very worst of the bunch, and I kind of blame myself for this because I bought this on a sale, just like with New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe at $40, and boy, even like I'd say at $40, do not buy this at all, because this game is flat out boring as hell. Every mini game is too short when you compare it to the very first Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games, where at least with the mini games in Mario Sonic, you felt like you were doing something. You felt like you were getting some damn exercise, and now on top of that, you felt like everyone was getting involved. The mini games in here, it's just like 2 quick minute sessions, and that's it. Move on to the next. It's just baffling. It's baffling like where they're going with this Mario and Sonic thing. And I also played the story mode just for the hell of it, and God, it's so cringe. It is super cringe, like especially with the dialogue. I mean, yeah, it's typical that Mario and Sonic dialogue is like, you know, text based, but man, it's like the text in the story mode is like goddamn cringe. Like, I really don't want to stress that enough. You can go watch it on YouTube, like the story mode, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. I will say though that the 2D mode is kind of cool, so that's something I can give a positive on Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo Olympic Games. But other than that, big buyer's regret. Avoid that game at all costs, because this is nothing like the original Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games at all. Then we got Mario and Tennis Aces. Now, this was a game that I was just trying to find like more multiplayer games on the Switch, because, well, I just don't want to have like just Super Mario Party and Smash Bros. And Jackbox games for family parties. So I got Mario Tennis Aces, and I don't know. I don't think this is the right game for not just for family parties, but to play myself, because I don't know. It just feels very sticky, and I don't know. Maybe not the best tennis player, and I don't know. The story mode, it like I don't know. It's sometimes very easy, but then sometimes it all of a sudden instantly gets very hard. It doesn't know what difficulty it wants to go through for some reason. So I don't know, maybe it's just another case of I suck at this game. So I don't know. Mario Tennis Aces like is another one of those titles where like I can't hit the tennis ball in the right place. Then we got Crysis Remastered, one of the last two titles I'm going to mention here. This is another game where I kind of fault myself for buying on the Switch when there's other games, other versions of the game out there. Because, while this game is okay, like gameplay-wise, and well, actually that's pretty much where it ends. Because story, it's kind of like weird, but also hindered by bland voice acting. But the biggest issue I have with this game is the performance. Now, I'm not big on like graphics or performance, but when the performance starts to take a dip and affect gameplay, you know, a la 2K18, WWE 2K18 on the Nintendo Switch, yeah, that's when I start to have issues with the game and like immediately turn off from it. And that's exactly what happened here on Crysis. So like, for example, one of the first chapters of the game, like I was trying to like escape from the enemy territory, and the frame rate was like dipping a lot, like so bad that I had no idea what was going on. And then one of the last few levels of the game where you were trying to escape like this spaceship. Again, I'm not gonna try to spoil anything because, you know, I'm not that kind of guy. It was like so dark. It was very dark. I had to squint my eyes and like to see what was happening. So yeah, Crysis Remastered. If you want to play this game, if you're interested in this game, I prefer getting it on another console that's not on Switch. Maybe if you have a PC, then definitely do so. Next and final game that I'm going to mention on this list is, well, one related to Smash, and that's Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think back in 2019 when I was trying to make this video initially, more on that later. I was trying to find Nintendo Switch games to, you know, invest my time in, like during the summer, like during my summer break. And well, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was one of those games that people were kind of like hyping up like as one of the best games on the Nintendo Switch. And while I personally wasn't an RPG guy, other than, you know, playing the South Park games, the South Park Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole. So I don't know, I guess I, you know, got Xenoblade Chronicles 2, tried that out, and, you know, I gotta be honest with you, I couldn't really get into it. I really couldn't. And the thing was, I put more than 20 hours into that game and still couldn't get into it, which is kind of a shame. I don't know what it is. What I don't know if it was the combat I was having an issue with, or the plot, which was, I think, is pretty straightforward. Like, like Rex was trying to get Pyra to Aegis, but well, he had a lot of roadblocks in the way. Like Pyra's like this all mythical blade that everyone's trying to seek after, but obviously, as we know by now, because well, the Smash trailers trying to spoil everything. Pyra is actually Mithra from Torna. I think the plot is fine, but the voice acting, especially from Rex, is eh. And gameplay wise, it kind of felt like you were getting lost very quickly and yeah, nowhere to go. And I was like trying to figure out where the hell to go. I even had to go through freaking like walkthrough guides to know where to go, and I still couldn't figure out where to go. I guess it's just a part of me where I guess it's not a game for me. Another issue I had with this game was like running into like higher level enemies when I was just like, yeah, Rex is at X level while this enemy is at a much higher level than he is. I don't know. I guess Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is just not the game for me, much like the other games, but this was definitely the game that like I put the most time in, but still couldn't get into. But you know what? Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe it's just not for me. And that's pretty much all I have to say about all these games that I ended up purchasing and ended up not liking. But what do you guys think about these games that I listed for my buyer's remorse titles for the Nintendo Switch? Let me know in the comments below. Honestly, I wanted to make this video in 2019. I don't know. For some reason, I held it off though. I guess it was because like I didn't have that many Switch games back then, and now I have so many. I played a lot, and now I was able to make this video. And not only that, there was this Reddit post on the Nintendo Switch subreddit that was mentioning like whoever's people's like Nintendo Switch buyer's remorse titles, and I guess, you know, I was kind of inspired to like go through with making this video. So there you go. That is my top buyer's remorse Nintendo Switch titles. What do you guys think of the list? We got Shaq Fu, Super Mario Party, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Rayman Legends, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Mario Sonic at the Tokyo Olympic Games, Mario Tennis Aces, and Crysis Remastered. So that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 titles. I honestly said 9, but actually it turned out to be 8. But what do you guys think about these games I listed? And if you guys ended up liking them, let me know what you guys thought of it. And if you have any advice or thoughts on if I can get back into these games, then certainly leave those thoughts in the comments below. But that's it for now, and hopefully the 5th year of the Switch will be 10 times better than its 4th year last year. Well, for obvious reasons, the pandemic hit Nintendo really hard, but nonetheless, here's hoping for a better Nintendo Switch year in 2021, and hopefully there won't be a lot more like buyer's remorse titles on the Switch. But anyway, everyone, make sure to subscribe, smash the notification bell, smash the like button, all that good stuff. Follow me on social media if you want, and always be delicious. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.